Okay guys, and welcome back to the Wisdom Therapist. Today we are going to watch an interesting video about from Renee, a girl. I have never seen her, but okay, we're going to talk about something very important, something that is changing the way we interact as men and women. It's about, I think, most men not feeling the inner freedom to do what they want because we as males have been, I don't know, chastised from society and belittled, etc., etc., etc. So let's see what she has to say about this subject. It seems interesting.
Women all over the world are dressing up, stepping out, giving green lights, and still going home alone. They're smiling, they're waiting, and nothing happens.
Really?
They post about it, they make TikToks about it. Some even go viral saying, "Can we please bring back the men that are walking up to women?" But you know what most men say back? Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so not only do men not approach women in clubs in New York, but
I mean, guys, the same is happening here also in Europe because it's a global phenomenon. So most women told guys to not approach. So it's happening all over the world, and I blame social media and the conditioning of the modern culture because it has made male approaching toxic, which is, it shouldn't be. It should be taught in schools, in society, how to approach, let's say, with respect, because in the past it used to be that women dropped a paper handkerchief, like a paper chip, and then a male would take it, bring it to her, and take, oh, miss, you have dropped that. And she said, oh, thank you. And if you were interesting to her, she would say something more. If not, she would go away. So the two of them would um, save their faces, But today it's a lot of shaming and bad reaction, sadly, from women.
they don't even acknowledge you when you come and sit on the same table as them.
So, what happened?
For example, in the place that I live, uh, I go to a fitness, for example, and I say hello to most of the people there, and every girl says hello and walks by. Hello, hello. So none of them want to chat. Yeah, fitness is not the right place. I mean, I've been to other places and women were nicer. So I think it's becoming a thing.
Happened? Why did men stop approaching women? It wasn't overnight. Something deeper shifted socially, emotionally, and even psychologically. And what you're about to hear might just make you feel a little more understood than you've had in a long time. This isn't just a dating trend, this is happening everywhere. From
Yes,
clubs in New York
you're
to
right.
gyms in LA, from college to coffee shops, you name it.
Yes.
There's a noticeable silence. And if you think women aren't noticing it, they are. You can scroll through any social platforms and find posts like, "I was dressed up, I smiled at a guy," and nothing. "We made eye contact 3 times, he never came over." Where did all the confident men go? But here's the twist, they're still here.
It's not about confidence. It's about the perception that it's no longer acceptable, that it's something shameful, that you're going to be shamed or filmed like on the YouTube videos, that you would be yelled at, etc., etc., etc. So it's kind of even if PTSD.
They're just quiet now. Because for a growing number of men, it's not about shyness. It's not about fear. It's about self preservation. It's about looking at the rules of the game and realizing the game doesn't serve them anymore. And once you understand what happens in gyms and clubs, you'll realize the silence isn't weakness, it's strategy. Let's talk about one of the most important battlegrounds in this debate, the gym. For years, women online have said, "Stop looking at me. Don't bother me when I'm working out." Creeps at the gym need to be exposed, they say. And guess what? Men listen. So now, men keep their distance. They avoid eye contact.
The only one that did not listen are actually the creeps, which perpetuates the circle.
Some even change gyms altogether just to avoid the risk of being filmed, shamed, or even misunderstood.
Exactly.
And here's the irony: that same gym is now filled with women asking, why won't anyone approach me? Where are the confident men? What happened to real masculinity?
What about the judiciary system destroying men's lives? It's also something that we have to talk about.
You want the truth? It got pushed out. It was called creepy, it was called aggressive, and it was called doing too much. And after enough times of being shut down, mocked, or mischaracterized, men just left the conversation. They didn't argue. They just stopped. They stopped approaching. They stopped risking it. They stopped trying because what used to be charming is now problematic.
Here's something else. Nowadays, every woman out there, if she posts a profile online, she gets like 100 guys every day asking her out. So she has a lot of options and doesn't need to be approached because she always has someone chasing her. So for us guys, it's almost a losing game if you're not, of course, Chad or Tyrone.
And when even a polite hello can turn into a viral takedown video, why even try?
I have seen that even though you say hi, hello, how are you, she says good, bad, brr, like a robot, you know.
Now, let's talk about the clubs. Back in the day, clubs were the hunting ground, the energy, the chase, the fun. But go out now, you'll find more people staring at their phones than dancing. VIP tables full of bored faces.
Yes.
Guys standing around just sipping their drinks like they were a security guy. Why? Because clubs flip the script. Women now get in free. Men pay to enter, pay to sit, pay to drink, pay to exist. And when
Yes.
they finally get the courage to talk to someone, you don't touch me. Oh, you're not my type. Why are you talking to me? It's not a party anymore. It's a trap. Men are realizing that they're just paying to be ignored.
Exactly.
So they stay home. They work out. They invest. They level up in silence because that's where they're valued. That's where they feel safe.
Sadly.
But let me ask you something. What happens when women...
But it's society that has done that, you know, telling us that we are worthy only if we have money, etc. And that's what I fucking hate. And that's why I'm always talking about this inner freedom, which is the most important thing.
miss the attention they used to swat away? That's where we're heading next. Number 3, the attention drought. So now here we are. The gyms are quiet. The bars are empty. They're dry. And suddenly, women are starting to notice. They're posting TikToks like, nobody flirts anymore. Men don't say hi in public anymore. I can walk down the street in full glam and nothing. And this is where it gets interesting because not that long ago, those same women were annoyed. When a man complimented them at the gas station, when a stranger said they looked beautiful, when a guy politely tried to strike up a conversation, it was, why are you bothering me?
Yep,
I didn't ask for attention.
I felt that.
Ugh, men are so thirsty. But now that it's gone, that attention feels different.
Yeah, women love that attention, even though you get probably most of the times nothing in return in this day and age.
It's not annoying anymore. It's not.
And I don't think it's about a problem, a women problem. It's about a society problem. What they have created for us.
Creepy. It's not a problem. It's missed because deep down, even when a woman isn't interested in a guy talking to her, she still wants to be wanted. And when that spotlight disappears, it hits different. That dopamine hits from being noticed. That tiny confident boost from a stranger smiles. That little ego lifted from knowing you still got it.
You know, one beautiful thing about talking with a stranger is having a small conversation, you know, exchanging a small part of love. It's called love 2.0 from a great book, which is called the same. And the author says exactly the same, exchanging little pieces of love. And it's not about, you don't even need to flirt, you don't even need to do anything special, but it is special to feel that. And most of the time, women got that for free. Now, nobody gets it anymore.
Yeah, that silence gets real loud. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about male validation. It's not about making women feel dependent or needy. It's about the natural dynamic between masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy pursues, feminine energy attracts. But if men are walking away, the balance disappears.
Yeah,
And when the balance disappears, you get a generation of women who ask, where are the men who used to try? Where's the romance? Where's the spark? They're not gone. They're just done performing for an audience that boos them for showing up. And you know what's crazy? Some men do still want to approach, but the fear isn't rejection anymore. It's something much worse. We'll talk about it next. Number 4, it's not rejection they fear, it's damage. Let's be honest. Most men can handle rejection,
yeah.
but what they cannot handle anymore is the damage that comes with it. This isn't high school where you shoot your shot and move on. Now, one awkward approach can turn into a tweet. A private compliment can turn into a creep alert story time. And the same men who used to hear, oh, that's sweet, now hears, oh, that was harassment.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't ask for that. This guy gave me the ick.
Yes.
That word ick, it's everywhere now. It's not just I'm not interested. It's a label. It's public. It's shame.
You see, it's a society thing. That's why I'm talking about that society should ban that behavior, should punish that behavior, and on the same time give show men how to approach girls, women with respect, and making it okay to just talk with people that you like to talk, and nothing bad should happen from that.
So ask yourself this. If a man sees you smile, he hesitates. Because in his head, he's not just thinking, will she like me? He's thinking, will she record me? Will she tell her friends? Will she make me a joke online? It's not just ego, it's dignity. And that's what men are protecting now. Not their pride, their peace. And let's not forget the emotional cost. A man gets rejected once, fine. Twice, sure. But after 10, 20, 30 rejections, you don't get just numb. You start to believe, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not attractive. Maybe I was never supposed to win at this. So they stop trying, not because they're weak,
Yeah, and that's a mental trap.
but because they've learned to stop chasing things that punish effort. They're not scared, but
Exactly.
they're tired. They're tired of being misunderstood, tired of being mocked, tired of being treated like their desire is dangerous. So what do? They focus inward, they build, they heal, they level up quietly, they pour into themselves because the return is actually worth it.
Yes.
But what if I told you some women still want men to approach, but certain ones? That's where things get real messy. We'll get into that next. Number 5, the selective approach trap. Let's talk about what women really mean when they say, I want men to approach me. Because the truth
Nowadays they want the tall, handsome, rich, 6'2" feet tall guy to approach. That's the reality.
is, they don't mean all men. They mean the tall ones,
Yeah.
the charming ones, the ones with the sharp jawline, clean sneakers, and the right energy. If you're not that guy, then suddenly, why did he even think that he had a chance? Did you see who tried to talk to me today? He was like 5'8". I just can't. Here's the kicker though. The same man who gets labeled creepy by one woman could be called bold, sexy by another, just because he fits her type. It's not about the approach, it's about the approacher. So men learned quickly it's not safe to just try anymore. If I'm not her exact idea of perfect, I'm not just rejected, I'm embarrassed. And when rejection turns into humiliation, men shut down, not because they're fragile, but because they've been taught effort without perfection is offensive. Think about that.
Yes.
Trying is offensive now. Let's go deeper. Women will say, I want men to be confident. But when they get approached by someone who they don't want, it becomes, that was so awkward. Oh, he was too forward. Can you believe he thought I was into him? So, what's the lesson? Only the right guy is allowed to approach. And how do you know if you're the right guy? You don't until it's too late. So again, men stop trying, not because they don't value women, but because they don't feel valued by women. Now,
Exactly.
let's be fair. Some women are respectful, yes. They appreciate the gesture, even if they're not interested. But unfortunately, the internet has made the worst reaction the most viral. And that's the message men are absorbing. Say the wrong thing, get exposed. Look the wrong way, get labeled. Try at the wrong time and get embarrassed. It's not romance anymore, it's roulette. And men are betting on something else now, themselves. But there's one last layer to this. One reason men are walking away, even from women they want. And once I say it, you'll understand everything. Number 6, peace greater than pursuit. Let's bring this home. Here's the one reason so many men have stopped approaching women, even when the attraction is real. They're not chasing connection anymore. They're chasing peace. That's it. Not power, not control, not games, nothing, just peace. And for a lot of men, walking up to a woman, even if she's smiling, even if the vibe seems right, doesn't feel peaceful anymore. It feels like pressure. It feels like risk.
Yes.
It feels like stepping into a space where one wrong word can cost you your reputation, your confidence,
Yes.
or your whole night. Men are tired of rolling the dice on social energy that doesn't give back. They'd rather build a business than build false hope, go to the gym than get ghosted, read a book than read mixed signals,
Yes.
work on their legacy than wonder what her maybe means.
ChatGPT wrote her a great
This isn't
line.
weakness. This is evolution. And the craziest part, men still want connection. They
Yes,
still
of course
want
we
to
do.
protect. They still want to lead. They still want love. Real, deep, grounded love. But not at the cost of their sanity. Not at the cost of being treated like predators for offering a compliment. Not at the cost of being mocked, recorded, or even ridiculed, or for being vulnerable enough to try. So they stop, not because they gave up, but because they just woke up. You want to know why men are not approaching women anymore? Because for the first time ever, they learned how to approach themselves. And that kind of
Nice line.
peace, it's hard to walk away from. If you're a woman watching this, let this be a moment of understanding, not blame. Because a lot of the silence you feel is the silence you once asked for. And if you're a man watching this, I see you. I see the effort you used to give. I see the hesitation now. And I see the strength in how you chose peace over performance. But here's the good news. Connection isn't dead. It just needs clarity. If you're open to love, being open to giving signals that are clear, and if you're a man,
Clearly, we're going to have to change the rules of society, change the way we interact, and make it normal and okay for people to just talk with one another. If someone is not interested, okay, move on. If somebody makes something like that for shaming, we as a society should shame that person that does this bad thing because it's a bad thing. So name things as they are, the bad things bad, the good things good, and let's create a better world. Don't forget to subscribe and like.